Hi everyone, today I'd like to talk about forest ecology, dendrology, and tree adaptations. So what do trees need to survive? They're basically after, the resources they're after are light and space, and every species has its own set of characteristics to help them achieve that. This is an eastern white pine. It's native to northeast Connecticut, Pinus strobus. And you can see it has very, very thick bark. This bark is fire resistant. That's one of its adaptations. If you look up, typically it's a self-pruning tree. This tree it's self-pruned up into a little bit, but typically that's one of its adaptations. It gets rid of its branches that it no longer needs. This year we had a masting year, so you can see that there's lots of pine cones on the ground. Masting means that that particular year the tree has decided to put most of its energy into producing an abundant amount of seeds and hope that they will germinate and grow. You can see that white pines have long, soft needles, and in each bundle they have 5 needles. Coniferous species will put a lot of their resources into keeping their long needles. They have a waxy resin, and it's useful for having snow fall off. Eastern pines are a canopy dominant species. And as you can see, this tree is pretty big and pretty old. Typically they have 5 needles per fascicle. So this tree right here is a red oak. It's very distinguishable by the long furrows that it has way up high. The Connecticut forests are pretty heavily oak dominated, and I want to explain a little bit about their leaf adaptations. The top of the tree is always going to have small leaves because there's lots of light available at the very top of the canopy of the tree. And this big red oak leaf was probably off of a little oak sapling that's now buried in the snow. But what they do is they're trying to take advantage of every little sun fleck that they can possibly find. So these tiny little saplings will put off these big leaves in order to photosynthesize and grow as fast as they can. So here we have an American beech tree, Fagus grandifolia, and you can tell so by the smooth gray bark and the pointy, sharp pointy buds, and also their distinguishable leaves they hold on to during the winter time. And going back in reference to the big white pine that we saw earlier with the thick bark, this hardwood species has thin bark, and it is a subcanopy species, and it puts a lot of its energy into producing seed for reproduction. Every forest has its own unique ecosystem. I'm Leanne Marvin, and I'm studying forest sustainability at UConn. Thank you.